Hi TubeItUp creators. In this episode we're going to explain how the seismic score works within TubeItUp to assist you with your YouTube SEO keyword research. Seismic score sits within the keyword analysis module of the software, and you've seen it in the idea, project and published video workspaces. We often get asked, what does the seismic score mean? We've used words like weighted search averages, relative search density and other phrases that just make your eyes water. In short, it's a simple way to show the difference between very small search volumes, like 1,000, and very large search volumes like 10 billion. To save space on the keyword research table, we decided to use a simple 3-digit number. This allows us to represent a range of small and large numbers in a uniform way. But what does the number mean? To better explain, we'll plug distances into the seismic score engine. Consider a car ride from LAX Airport to the Hawthorne Airport, which is a distance of roughly 6 miles or 9.6 kilometers. This would receive a seismic score of 11. Taking the trip from LAX to Blythe, California is a distance of 240 miles, or 384 kilometers, and would receive a seismic score of 23. The magnitude of the journey, not the distance, is roughly one seismic event larger. How this works really starts to become clear when you look at the difference between LAX and Dallas, which scores a 32, and the trip from LAX to New York, which scores a 34. The distance to New York is twice that of the distance to Dallas, and is only 2 seismic points higher. Stretching the distance to Dubai would yield a seismic score of 41, while traveling the distance around the equator would result in a score of 43. Again, only 2 points higher than the Dubai trip. Making the 238,000-mile trip to the moon produces a seismic score of 53, whereas traveling from the Sun to Saturn would create a seismic score of 91. When you see an increase in the tens digit, it is roughly 10 times bigger than the previous seismic level. When we relate these to search volumes, the term habitat currently scores 41.8, which is roughly the same as our trip from Los Angeles to Hong Kong. The 52.4 score associated with the term automation is essentially traveling to the moon. And the search term YouTube, which scores over 91, is essentially the equivalent of making the 1.4 billion kilometer trip from the Sun to Saturn. In summary, the bigger the number, the bigger the search volume. How much bigger depends on the distance between the two numbers. Also keep in mind that the difference between 52 and 54 is much larger than the difference between 32 and 34, even though they are both only 2 digits apart. We hope this helped your understanding of how seismic scores work. Now get out there and tube it up.